A local councillor in Dublin has condemned an attack on his family home, saying he was targeted for his work with refugees. Well, it comes as investigations continue into damage caused to a building in Ballybrack last night following an anti-asylum seeker demonstration.
The aftermath of a late-night attack on a family home of an elected representative in Ballybrack. The father of Councillor Hugh Lewis was in the front room when it was targeted on Monday.
My father was getting ready to relax before bed, watching some television, and the rock smashed through the double glazing with a note attached on it, basically urging me to desist from what they described as helping refugees. He's quite shook. He hadn't much of an appetite the following day, but I mean, my dad is not a person to be bullied himself. He's not one to give in to intimidation.
It comes as tensions remain high in the village. Yesterday, a large crowd gathered outside an empty building. A number of windows were broken. The damage and the Garda presence still visible outside today. Investigations are continuing.
Well, it's well known that there are certain outside agitators who, not just in this community but in other communities, have been deliberately exploiting the fears and deliberately exploiting the worries of people. People may have fears and worries. The best way of getting rid of those fears and worries is to get to know the people who have arrived in our community.
The attack at Ridge Hall follows rumours it was to be used to accommodate asylum seekers. Local politicians say they have no information to that effect. They're now appealing for calm.
I am worried, and I'm making a very strong call for people to desist from such activities on these protests. This needs to be a time for calm. It needs to be a time for reflection. But the activities that happened here in the last number of days, they're not the activities of our community.
Further protests are understood to be planned in the Ballybrack and Dunleary area in the days ahead. Richard Chambers, Virgin Media News.